Welcome to the Drew Yari Show.
I'm recording very, very early because 4th of July is my girlfriend's birthday, and we're actually going to be out of town, and we're more than likely going to be out all day. So I'm recording. Me and Devin are recording the show pretty early, and it's going to be a quick show. It's going to be about 30 minutes.
It's not our usual 2.5 hour, 3 hour banter.
So, you're gonna hear this show maybe a little earlier in the morning. I'll post this show early in the morning, maybe like around 8ish, or probably when I get back. So, how are you gonna spend your 4th of July?
I work until about. I open at Target, so I'll be there until about 8. No, not 8. I'll be there until about 3 in the afternoon. Then after that, I'm just chilling at home. I need to finish up my video for for ICE, which is going to be on a alternate version of Captain America. The Soldier Supreme.
Interesting.
Because apparently they're going to be releasing a comic here after the next Infinity Wars event that they're having right now in Marvel. Then one of the series after that is going to be called Infinity Wars: The Soldier Supreme, where I guess in one universe, or stuff gets mixed around, where Captain America becomes the Sorcerer Supreme.
Works for me.
And I was going to do a Captain America video, and I found that, and I'm like, I know I'm going to do it on. I'm going to talk about how awesome that looks. So,
is that what you and Thomas are doing?
No, I'll just hang out with Thomas. I'll just hang out like I usually do for once a week or whatnot. I didn't bring any of my stuff with me, otherwise I probably would have.
I was going to say, shit, if we had enough time, we could have got him on the show.
Well, it was already after midnight, and he was already taking me home anyway, because I opened in the morning.
Okay. What were we going to say?
Otherwise I would have. Aside from that, I'm also seeing The Purge, the first Purge, at 10 o'clock tonight. One of the last showings of the night at one of the theaters here. I'm just going to see by myself to go see the first Purge.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I've heard people say good things about it.
I love the Purge franchise. It's one of my favorites.
I still haven't seen the third one.
Third one's the best one.
I'll be the judge of that.
And then they're also making a TV series now, too.
Oh, yes. I saw that. That's on USA Network.
Hell yeah. I can't wait. I think it's 10 episodes. I think it's 10 episodes. Here's 6 to 10 episode event of The Purge. On one of the other Purge is, I guess, I don't know where the timeline this series takes place, but it's obviously about one of the Purges. There's a huge gap between the first Purge and the first movie. So.
Well, it makes sense because the Purge is Universal and USA is part of Universal.
Yeah.
So, what other? This is kind of an interesting question. What are some other horror movies that you think would be better suited for TV? Or I'm going to rephrase that. What are some other horror movies or franchises do you think could make good TV shows?
Maybe make like a VHS for TV. Make it into like an anthology series where every episode's a different story. Kind of make it like a combination of like Black Mirror and the VHS movies where every episode's a different story.
Well, isn't there a show like that on Sci-Fi? It's called I think it's called Channel Zero or something like that.
Yeah, that's creepypastas.
Okay. Is that good?
let's see. Candle Cove was all right. The next one was the Never Ending House, which was pretty cool. And this last one, I haven't seen it yet, but something Butcher. I hear that one's pretty good. But yeah, it's basically a series takes creepypastas and makes a whole series out of them.
Interesting.
It's a pretty good show. It's like sci-fi's American Horror Story, or it's trying to be.
Yeah, sci-fi recently, they've actually upped their game as far as their television shows go.
Hell yeah, they did.
They had that one show I haven't watched yet. It's with the dude from Law & Order. I think it's called Happy.
Happy. I love that show. It's so good.
There's that, and then there's that kind of like a knockoff version of Walking Dead.
Knockoff Walking Dead? I don't know that one.
I think it's called Z something?
Okay, I know what you're talking about. There's also The Magicians. It's freaking awesome.
Z Nation, there you go.
Z Nation, yeah. And then they're making a new one with George R. R. Martin is the creator of, called Night Flyers. It's a horror show dealing with, basically it's a ghost story, a haunted spaceship in space. That's what they described it as. It's a haunted house story, but on a spaceship in space. And I'm just like, fuck yeah, I'm there. Hell yeah. And George R. R. Martin, fuck yeah, it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be terrifying, or just weird in general, because he had to make weird shit. I mean, Game of Thrones, it's weird, awesome, and terrifying. Oh yeah.
So I'm assuming you're a Game of Thrones guy.
I like I haven't seen all of it, but I do like it. I do like what I saw of it so far. Yeah, I like it. It's not bad. It's not like the greatest show in the world, but it's like it's up there.
I'm in the minority that hasn't got into the show.
I mean, it's worth a watch. It's entertaining as fuck.
I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and be like that show sucks because other people like it. I watched the very first episode because when I want to get into a show, I want to like go all the way back, so that way I'm not watching going, what the fuck are they talking about? Who's that guy? So I watched the first episode, and the thing about HBO is that when they make episodes for anything, it's like watching a mini movie.
Hell yeah, it is.
Because I tried to get into Westworld, and that was tough. Game of Thrones, I watched the first episode. I liked it. It was very well done. But it's one of those things where I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna need to give this. I'm gonna give this a lot of time because there's like a lot of shit I need to watch.
Yeah.
So I want to get into Game of Thrones because like it feels weird just being left out. Because I have friends and family who just constantly post stuff about Game of Thrones. Even my parents, they love Game of Thrones, and I'm just sitting there like, what is Game of Thrones? What's going on? So, yeah, Game of Thrones. Are you a Westworld guy?
I never watched Westworld, so not really.
It's I don't know. Again, I watched 2 episodes. It's interesting. It's one of those shows where it has a cult following. Like, it's popular, but not everybody likes it. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I know what it's about. I just haven't cared to watch it.
It has a good cast on it. HBO has it. They have this knack for getting really good actors to be on their shows.
The only one of those HBO type shows I would watch is not even HBO, it's Showtime, and it's the show American Gods. Now I'll watch the fuck out of that. That's a good show.
That's something I want to watch. It's on my.
I have season 1 on DVD. Oh, it was worth the $23.
I know it's based off a comic. Did you ever do you know what's?
It's based on about a novel.
Graphic novel.
Novel.
Okay, just novel. Okay.
It was a novel first, and then became a graphic novel. But it was a novel, or a novel series of 2 books.
So
but it's basic.
Oh, good.
Well, it's about this guy named. Oh my god, I don't even care. His name is Shadow, but he has a longer name, and I cannot think of it. But Shadow, we'll call him Shadow. He comes out of prison. He goes home, finds out his wife died in a car accident with his best friend's dick in her mouth, and they get in a car accident and dies. So it's a very graphic show, I guess. From there, he goes on a flight back home to go to the funeral, and he comes across an old man. His name is Mr. Wednesday. Now, if you know anything about mythology, Norse mythology, Wednesday is Odin's day. So he calls himself Mr. Wednesday, and I'm over here like, ooh, that's Odin? So during his journey, I'm not gonna go over the whole thing, but his journey is he ends up becoming Mr. Wednesday's bodyguard, and he comes to find out that Mr. Wednesday is Odin from Norse mythology. And Odin and Shadow go around the country gathering up all these old gods from Scandinavian mythologies, from Roman mythology, from paganism like Easter. Because I don't know if you know this, but Easter was a holiday taken from a pagan holiday that the Christianity took and twisted it to be more that the Easter we have today about Christ's resurrection. When honestly it's originally from a pagan holiday.
Isn't that
worshiping the goddess Easter about fertility and spring?
Isn't the same thing about Christmas?
But the Christians took it and turned it their own thing, like every other holiday that we have, pretty much.
I was gonna say, didn't like the same thing happen with Christmas?
Christmas is a pagan holiday. Halloween's a pagan holiday.
I think people pretty much knew Halloween was never like a Christian holiday.
Well, Halloween's not a devil worshipping holiday either. It's an Irish holiday. It's a Celtic holiday.
Yeah, because
warding off the dead with jack-o'-lanterns was the tradition. I mean, it wasn't with pumpkins; those were squashes. It's a mask to ward off evil spirits. It was a Celtic Irish holiday back in the day.
Because I remember on Supernatural they pointed that out, where that one episode with evil Santa, but it ended up being two pagans. Where they pointed out, that pretty much Christmas, when you look at it, like wreaths and the colors and like Santa's, jacket, they're all pretty much pagan shit.
Yeah.
All right.
So pretty much all the Christian holidays are all stolen from pagans, essentially. It is repurposed for Christianity.
Yeah, the Christians have to steal everything and make it their own.
Well, I mean, not just the Christians. I mean, all religions do it. So
I'm just saying, it just kind of seems like that, where like something comes from something else, and then one group has to steal it and kind of make it look
repurpose it. Yeah,
it's kind of like Hans Christian Andersen and the Brothers Grimm. Like, their books are like really gritty and dark and terrible. I mean, terrible things happen, and then whoever took it and turned it into like these Disney, wholesome movies that we all know and love. It's the same thing with like music. Like, was it blues and rock and roll were all done by black artists?
Yeah.
And then white people took it and then made it to their own.
Yeah.
So, yeah. This is
also voodoo and Middle Eastern mythologies are also in American gods.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's a jinn in American gods.
Jinn.
Do you know what jinn is?
I do.
Okay. Well, jinn's in there.
It's like, we've had this conversation before, Devin.
Oh, I know that. Yeah, but yeah, a jinn's in the show. A jinn has butt sex with a human, and the jinn passes from one body to another. Fun facts for all. It's interesting. There's butt sex.
Jinns like butt sex?
Well, what happened was a jinn is a taxi driver, and he comes across this one lonely guy. One thing leads to another, leads into a hotel room or apartment to the guy, and the jinn and the guy have sex, and you see kind of everything, but it's not like human. It's like digital, like animated. It becomes like animated, weirdly animated, and it shows like the jinn leaving one body and going into another. So the guy that's getting the delivery if you will, ends up becoming the Jinn. If that makes sense.
Alrighty then.
It's a very good show. And then of course you got Easter, who she's spending the holiday with a group of Jesuses. Like you got white Jesus, black Jesus, Middle Eastern Jesus, you got Asian Jesus. Jesus is all the different cultures that people all think Jesus is. It's fucking hilarious. Because Easter is still worshipped, but not directly. She's worshipped like indirectly. So she still has her powers and stuff. While some of the other gods, her powers are not as prominent because they're not worshipped. But Easter's still at full power, sitting high and pretty, because she's basically on the back of Jesus when Christianity took her holiday and just changed something else. She's being worshipped indirectly. So, but basically it's Odin trying to get all these older gods to join his group to take on these new gods, the American gods. Which you have a god of technological boy, which is the manifestation of the internet. You have media, and you have Mr. World. So basically technology, internet, and media are manifested as gods. And they want to get rid of the old gods, so they're the only things being worshipped. And some of the characters were like, but how does people worship you? And media's like, a TV's an altar, and they sacrifice their time worshipping television by watching it, giving their time to me. And she ends up being a powerful god from that, because TV is an altar. You're still worshiping, you're just doing it differently. Same with the internet and technology. You're still worshiping an altar, just the altar is a different form. And I'm like, damn, this show's meta. It's meta as fuck, but it's so damn good.
It's like, what? Let's see. Well, I don't think I could find that show on maybe like a Hulu or something. I know for a fact it might be on the app I have on my phone, so probably give the first episode a try.
Yeah, but it's Showtime, so of course you're probably not going to get it on Hulu.
Well, I believe like they have this deal on Sling, because we have Sling. We don't have cable. Well, we have cable, but not like what's it called? Like, because we just got tired of getting like pretty much like bent over the table and fucked for money when it comes to like the cable and the internet. Now we just have the internet, and we have Sling, so we're paying like fucking almost like $60 less.
Mm-hmm.
So I recently on a Sling they put Showtime on there.
Cool.
So yeah, American Gods. Did you ever watch Preacher?
No. Actually, I watched a few episodes of it before. Never finished it though.
I don't know. I thought it was. This is gonna sound weird coming from me. It was too weird for me.
From what I saw, it looked pretty damn good.
It wasn't terrible. I don't think it was terrible. I thought it was good. I don't know. I couldn't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Too much weirdness. Oh no.
Oh, I still need to. That's what I'm gonna do tomorrow too. Is I wanna finish thy script for the masterpiece that's gonna be on Monday.
Masterpiece.
I guess it's not even going to be a masterpiece. It's gonna be interesting. That's for sure.
I'll be sure to bring my whatever it is you wanted me to bring.
I'll be sure to have all the shit I need to.
Oh, by the way, I mean, this is not like big news. I took your advice and started watching a little bit of anime.
Ooh, which one?
Well, I started watching Death Note.
Uh-huh.
The first 3 episodes. It was good. It was different than what I thought it would be.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Like the I need to get used to everyone's names. I know the main character's name is L.
Light.
Well, I mean, they call him L. And then there's the giant demon-looking dude. Like
They call L. L is the name of the other character with black hair.
okay, never mind. Anyways, like the demon guy,
Ryuk.
the guy who's on his side. I assumed he'd be a different character, but he's more of just a, I'm just gonna be here, type of demon. Not like I'm going to kill you and take your soul. He's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna watch you do what you need to do.
He's sitting there watching him do what Light does. And he's just sitting there enjoying the show, waiting to. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but yeah, Ryuk is doing
3 fucking episodes. Don't spoil anything.
Ryuk is doing more than just sitting back. He's sitting back watching the show, but believe me, he's in more control of the situation than you think he is. He's the Shinigami that gave him the book. That the book is his in the first place. So, good for Ryuk. Yeah, he has a plan.
Yeah, because like,
do you know the mythology behind the Shinigamis?
No.
They're basically death gods in Japanese mythology, and there's multiple of them. They have a bunch of different personalities, as you will see from others. They know when you're going to die, how you're going to die, and they're there waiting for it. And if you see a Shinigami, that's a telltale sign that you're not going to live very long afterward. So if you ever see a Shinigami, kiss your ass, because you're going to be dying soon. They're going to take your soul to hell. Or, not hell, but to the afterlife. Or at least that's what the mythology says.
Yeah, because, like I said, I'm on 3 episodes. Basically, how it begins is, like, it kind of starts really fast.
Yeah.
Where, L finds the book, and, he sees, like, something on news about I think it's about a guy, like, holding up a bank.
Mm-hmm.
And he just decides to put in his name without reading the rules first. The rules are you have to write in a person's name. You also have to have that person's like face in your head.
Yeah.
Because you can't just put I want Steve Jones to die. It's like, well, which Steve Jones? You have to make sure it's that specific, like Steve Jones. You have to put how they die and blah blah blah. If you just put their name, they're just automatically going to die of a heart attack. Like put Steve Jones. I want him to get, ran over by this.
Yeah.
So, and this is the type of show where you have to kind of pay attention because throughout the show they'll show the rules, and you have to like really read them.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting. It's very good. The main character, he starts to get sucked into this, book like really quick. Like it doesn't even take him time. Like he gets sucked into it, and he's mainly just killing off bad people.
Yeah. Now.
So again, I'm on 3 episodes, and the police they're trying to find out who it is, and then that's when the other L, comes into the equation. So and then what's his name? You said his name is Ryuk, right?
Ryuk.
He lets him know, you can only see me and hear me. If anyone else touches that book, they will see me too.
Yeah.
So, Light makes sure that he hides that book the best way he can. To where nobody can touch it. Not even his family, not his friends, nobody.
Well, yeah.
So, and
you're talking to a bunch, probably anime.
Hello?
I'm here.
Okay, you kind of cut off for a bit. What were you saying?
No, I said you're everybody who watches anime. Everyone's probably seen Death Note. You're probably the last person on this planet who hasn't seen it.
Well, I mean, I'm not a big anime guy. I'm trying to get into anime. I want to give it a chance. I don't just want. Again, it's one of those things with Game of Thrones where it's like I feel like I'm out of the loop.
Well, Death Note. Let's put it this way: if you get confused by watching Death Note, there are animes that make Death Note. As far as like you have to pay attention to events. If you get confused and lost by any of that, there are series that are way worse than that.
Well, I'm not confused.
There's
well, again, I'm not confused by it. It's just one of those shows I need to get used to.
Well, yeah. You better get used to it because there's a lot more anime that are like that same pace if not more so. Like you can watch a 30-minute episode and feel like you're watching like an hour and a half of a movie in like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But you kind of just need to sit back and you're just like, I'm gonna take a break. That's a lot.
So, fun fact: Betty is a Death Note fan, and for her birthday, I got her all 10 volumes of the Death Note manga.
Yeah.
And then I bought her the cosplay Death Note notebook
Cool.
with the feather pen.
Ooh.
So it's weird. We were at the anime store that's at Ingram,
Yeah.
and she saw the notebook, and it was like $20. And I looked on Amazon. It was on sale for $6, like the exact same one. So I got that, and I was looking at other stuff, and I saw all 10 volumes of the manga, which was on sale for like $26.
Dang, that's pretty good.
So I was like, yeah, I'm getting her that. So at first she thought it was like the movie or something, or like the DVDs of the show. It's like, no, it's all 10 volumes of the manga, and she's like, because supposedly the manga is more fucked up than the show.
Oh yeah, it is.
So, yeah.
Also on nerd shit, apparently they're gonna have an announcement for Ghost Rider and Moon Knight at some point.
You mean like as far as like a comic or a show or a movie?
I'm guessing a show because the video I'm looking at says Ghost Rider and Moon Knight. Stay tuned for an announcement.
Huh.
So it deals with those two. So I guess there's an announcement from Marvel about something to do with those guys.
Well, I mean,
Which I'm like, oh yeah, let's get this.
As far as Moon Knight goes, they already have a series out, which I'm reading at the moment. So
Well, not comic books. I'm talking about TV show.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it has to be something involving a show or a movie, because I already have the new series going on for Moon Knight. So I fucking hope it's a TV show.
Netflix.
Do a Marvel Knight series on Netflix.
Oh yeah. Do it too. Ghost Rider and Moon Knight.
Oh, speaking of Ghost Rider, Nicolas Cage will be in the Into the Spider-Verse movie
As what?
as Spider-Man Noir.
I can believe that.
Oh my god, Nicolas Cage, he just seems like the guy that you would want to have fun with. Like, he seems like the guy that if you hung out with him, it would be so much fucking fun.
And I mean, he's voice acting, so he can't be that extra with it.
Like, I was listening to Texas Podcast Massacre. They were reviewing that movie that he's in called Mom and Dad.
Oh god, that movie. Ugh.
where they made a comment about him saying that it seems like with Nicolas Cage, he doesn't really read a script. They'll just film anything he's doing and they'll just throw it into the movie.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I haven't even watched the movie yet. I kind of want to and I don't. Because it's on Hulu.
It's terrible.
Terrible as in like... Terrible, or terrible as in I watched it terrible?
Do you know what it's about?
Yeah.
It's terrible. It's really bad. Like, it's got a Mom and Dad. It's got a good score on Rotten Tomatoes, last I heard. I think. Let me double check on that before I clarify. It's got a 74% Rotten Tomatoes score and a 38% audience score liked it. See, I watched parts of that movie. I didn't finish it because it was complete and utter just shit. And I think somebody was high when they were rating it because it does not deserve 74%.
Hey, well,
it's just terrible.
Well, the guy who directed Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance directed this.
I'm not surprised because Nicolas Cage is in it, and I think his love interest from Ghost Rider was in it too.
Yes,
isn't it?
Selma Blair.
Yeah.
Speaking of terrible fucking horror movies on Hulu, do not watch Charlotte.
Do not watch what?
Charlotte.
Charlotte?
Charlotte.
Okay.
Like like the name or movie or like the
Yeah.
city Charlotte. Do not ever watch that movie ever.
What's wrong with that movie?
All right, like it's one of those movies that it's been on my watch list because like Betty said it looked interesting, so we decided to watch it. It is all right. Here's the plot. A babysitter is looking after kids, and there's like some weird looking doll in the living room, and the babysitter's parents call and say, "Oh, well, we might be a little late." And they're talking, and she says, "Oh, well, there's some creepy doll in your living room." And they're like, "Wait, what? We don't have a creepy doll." And she's like, "Ha ha, very funny, ha ha," and then she hangs up. And I forget what happens next. I think the doll knocks her out and then ties her to the couch and subjects her to watching really terrible, awful, just shitty acting that's like almost on par with like porn acting.
Oh.
And it's an hour and a half. And we only got through 30 minutes. It's that
Wow.
it's that fucking bad. And I'm just like, this probably tops my list of the worst horror movie I've ever seen. This is probably worse than Devil's Carnival. It's like, oh my god. Do not ever watch that movie under any circumstances.
No, I'm good.
Alright, good. Alright. Anything else you wanted to talk about before you head off?
Well, my podcast this Friday is going to be me just talking about The Purge and Ant-Man.
Yep.
So I'm literally doing it like Thursday night because I want to talk about both movies.
I was going to say, maybe you should save that for Sunday so we can review it. I mean, but hey,
Well,
it's your show.
I am going to do it. I can do it both. I don't care. I can talk about it on your show and I can talk about it on mine. It doesn't matter. I don't care. It's fine.
I don't know, I'm just saying, it'd feel a little more genuine if we just do it on my show. I don't know.
I'm a more genuine mind.
Alright, it's like, hey, you're property of Yari Enterprises. It's like, no.
I'm not a property of your shit.
You are my property.
Or I might get you the go on go on ice this week if I can figure out how to. Or I might just have you record it because you can record it for me.
How would I do that?
I mean, if you want Thursday night, well, you record it on your app thing, right? And you can download the file separately, can you?
I can, but I would have to get you on here.
Well, no, you just download it, then you just send it to me.
Okay, you mean like you record and then you send it to me and then I just fix it?
No, like when we do, like we're doing right now, you're recording it from your end, right?
Yeah.
That'd be the same thing, but you'd be downloading it into a file and then sending that to me.
Okay, so basically you'll call me on here, but I'm not going to talk. But I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to record you.
Oh no! I was going to ask if you wanted to join the podcast with me.
Okay, yeah, that works.
Because you can record. Because I can't record on my end, not yet, because I haven't quite figured out how to go about doing that yet. But because I wouldn't mind having you on here to talk about Ant-Man for Friday's podcast. So
okay.
instead, it's just me.
You say Friday.
So it'll be Thursday night after you get out Ant-Man.
Okay, yeah, because we're going at 9, so I'll probably get home. It's a more. Actually, I heard it's a short movie.
I mean, look at that. It's not that short.
That's what I heard. I think it's like an hour and a half, or maybe a little more.
I don't think it's that. It is. How long are you? What's your runtime? God damn it! I know it's longer than that. I think it's almost 2 hours. Yeah, it's almost 2 hours. It's almost it's 118 minutes.
So we'll more than likely be home at midnight.
I don't know. I might want to do that. I don't know. If not, I'll just record it on my own. But I mean, that's a good note. If I ever want to do a podcast, just you and me for Ice, I would just have you record it on your end, and you'll just send me the file afterward.
Okay, that works. Yeah, one more
If
thing.
if it's just you and me, so
Yeah, one more thing. Apparently, Captain Britain might be in Spider-Man: Far From Home.
oh, I know.
Thoughts?
I'm okay with it. Why not? Cameron's kind of cool.
Seems like an interesting idea. And then, what's his name? Orlando Bloom is down to play him.
I'm down. And then, of course, you got Jessica Drew before she becomes Spider-Woman. Is going to be in it.
You got Mysterio. You got the possible forming of the Sinister Six.
Not anytime soon, but yeah.
Oh, it'll happen.
I mean, it'll happen. He's working for somebody. I don't want to see Osborn or Dr. Octopus for quite a while. Because I might just rage.
Oh, shut up. You won't.
I've seen too much. I don't give a shit about Green Goblin anymore. I've seen too much of that shit. I want to see other heroes.
He was only in one fucking movie.
He was in 2, 3. Because he was I'm tired of goblins, period. You got the first Green Goblin, you got the Hobgoblin, and you got the Green Goblin from the Amazing Spider-Man franchise. I'm sick of seeing the goblins.
Okay, that goblin didn't count from Amazing.
Yeah, the
Spider-Man
goblin
2.
didn't count.
He didn't even look like a Green Goblin. He looked like a fucking leprechaun.
That was a Green Goblin.
He was not a Green
I don't
Goblin.
give a shit. That was Green Goblin.
He was only in it for like 5 minutes. That doesn't count.
Was Green Goblin.
That was the equivalent of Jared Leto's Joker.
I don't get two shits. I still don't want. I'm tired of it. I am done with goblins. You bring Dr. Octopus in, great, but you better damn well do a superior Spider-Man series where Dr. Octopus takes over Peter Parker's mind. Because if you're gonna bring Dr. Octopus, you best plan on doing that at some point in time. Otherwise, why bother?
Well, too bad. They're bringing in Green Goblin. Brought to you by FuckYouDevin.com.
You know what? Dr. Osborn can go fuck off because no one wants to see his ass. I'm tired of that. I want to see other shit. If I get Mysterio, which I'm just like, yes.
Which is the opposite of Betty.
I love Mysterio. He's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
If not my favorite.
I mean, he's okay. He's okay. I mean, I can see what he can do. For some reason, Betty despises him.
Mysterio is a special effects artist who's just turned to a thief and is like, poof, I'm gone. It's just, yes, wow.
Yes.
Yes. All you're missing is Carnage, and then I'll just be like, woo!
And then he will be played by Jake Gyllenhaal, which is that's a random casting choice.
That's an interesting choice. I'm down.
I mean, fun fact: Jake Gyllenhaal was almost Spider-Man.
That's a little weird.
Well, because in
I'll be okay with it.
because I know you have to get off in a bit, so I'll just make this short. In Spider-Man 2 with Sam Raimi and Tom McGuire, for health reasons, almost couldn't come back because he had filmed the movie Seabiscuit.
Yeah.
And he had to lose and gain a lot of weight at the same time because he was playing a horse jockey, which, those guys are in really weird shape. So
Yeah.
he had lost a lot of weight to the point where it was almost unhealthy for him to even get back in superhero shape. So Sam Raimi had Jake Gyllenhaal pretty much on standby, just in case, Tobey could have come back. So literally at the last second, Tobey Maguire, he was able to come back, as a Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So Jake Gyllenhaal was almost Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I would have preferred him over Tobey, to be honest.
Same.
I think Jake Gyllenhaal fit what not just Peter Parker was, but Spider-Man. He always had that snarkiness to him. He still does.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anywho,
This is true. He still does.
Yeah, I like him as an actor. There's a lot of people that don't really. I like him. He can play crazy. He can play a douchebag.
You can play a gay guy.
Which I think he is. Oh yeah,
Which
Brokeback. I forgot.
which I actually saw that movie, and it's depressing.
I watched it, and everyone was making a big deal, like especially like my quote unquote straight friends. They're like, "It's nothing but two guys having sex." I'm like, "There's like maybe one or two scenes."
It's a love story that just turns bad because spoiler alert, Jake Gyllenhaal's character gets murdered because he's gay.
Yeah, two guys just beat the shit out of him. They beat him to death.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's just like, dang, that's fucked up.
It's good. It's a good movie, but I wouldn't recommend it to everyone. Not because they're two gay guys, but because it gets kind of boring after a while. Like it gets really slow and like kind of drags on a little bit.
I get that.
So, good movie. I mean, if you want to watch it, I'd recommend it. But again, not everyone can watch a movie that's on this par of Brokeback Mountain in a sense where it's just like, yeah, it gets really long at times.
Yeah.
So, anyways, man, I appreciate you coming on.
No problem.
Just let me know about Ice for Thursday.
Okay.
And you said you wanted to be on the Sunday show, right?
Yeah, I'm a mid, so I can.
All right, yeah, I get out at 4, so we should be.
I get out at 6.
Okay, then we can just start at 7.
Yeah.
All right, man. Have a good 4th of July, and have a good day at work.
Woo.
Woo woo.
I shall see you Thursday or Sunday, and then of course Monday. Woo!
Monday. We'll keep you guys posted with that. Maybe on the Wednesday show after Monday, hopefully. All right.
Yeah.
Take care, brother.
Okay.